I was already late. The papers had been signed, the assets divided. All I had to do was sit through the meeting, shake a few hands, and be done with her, once and for all. Her inheritance, hers, not mine. Her money, her world. My only task was to sign the final papers, a formality. But as I opened the door of my car, a ragged man lurched forward. He was pale, wild-eyed, dirt caked his skin. His voice was hoarse, urgent. "Don't start that car," he yelled. I froze. "Your wife's sister." His words trailed off, but I caught them. My blood turned to ice. I didn't know the man. No reason to speak to him. I told myself to ignore him. He was mad or desperate. But still, his words clung to my mind like rust on metal. Why would her sister matter now? Her sister hadn't been a part of her life for years. But my instincts were sharp, too sharp. They screamed. I climbed into my car. My hands gripped the steering wheel, knuckles white, heart pounding, as I started the engine. I wasn't going to turn back. But something shifted in me, and the moment I arrived at the meeting, I knew everything was about to change. The door creaked open, and I stepped into the room. The long mahogany table gleamed in the artificial light. My wife's lawyer, an oily man with an unblinking stare, was already seated. His hand was poised, waiting to push the paperwork toward me. I could feel it before I saw her sister. A single, sharp breath from the woman sitting at the far end of the room. Her eyes were wide, her breath was shallow, her skin was too pale, too sickly. She saw me, and her body went rigid. Then her face twisted in a way I couldn't quite place. And then she fainted, right there. I didn't flinch, I didn't feel anything. The lawyer jumped from his chair, concerned. "Leave her," I cut him off. I didn't care about her. She was nothing to me. But I knew then, the blood in my veins, the thumping in my chest, something wasn't right. That damn homeless man. What was he trying to tell me? The phone rang that night. I hadn't expected her to call. Her voice was soft, almost fragile. "I need you to come home." I didn't respond. My mind was already elsewhere, processing the bizarre events that had unfolded. I wasn't going back to her. I'd known something was off long before today. The late-night phone calls, the unexplained absences, the subtle shifts in her behavior. She thought I didn't see it. She thought I didn't know. But I did. The next few days were spent piecing together the fragments. I dug through her phone records, texts, calls, patterns too blatant to ignore. A name that kept coming up. Someone I didn't know. But I didn't need to. The truth was clear. I didn't need to confront her. Not yet. Not until I had everything. I ran the numbers, ordered the DNA test. Her sister's involvement wasn't just suspicion anymore. It was a fact I could touch. A truth I was closing in on. But I wouldn't act rashly. I would wait. Let her sweat. Let the guilt eat her alive. I wasn't going to break. The report arrived. I read the results. Calm, cold, detached. Every letter, every word, familiar. Predictable. I hadn't been wrong. I hadn't been wrong about her. Or her sister. I knew exactly how this would play out. I'd been patient, methodical. Now it was time to act. I sat across from her in the same meeting room. Her hands trembled as she passed the papers to me. She tried to force a smile, but it didn't reach her eyes. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she said. "You could say that." I handed her the DNA test results. She stared at the paper, her breath catching in her throat. What is this?" Her voice cracked. "You tell me." I don't understand." "You've known for a long time." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. "You knew I would find out." Tears welled in her eyes, but I wasn't moved. "I loved you," she whispered. "You never loved me," I replied flatly. "You loved the life I gave you, the money, the comfort, and you used your sister to get it. You never thought I'd uncover the truth. You were wrong. The betrayal, the lies, it all hung between us now, suspended in the cold air. Her shoulders slumped. She looked smaller, weak, vulnerable. But I didn't feel pity. I stood, feeling nothing but clarity. I walked toward the door. But before I left, I paused. "You'll never see me again," I said. The words hung there, heavy with finality. She didn't try to stop me, and I didn't turn back. I sat in my car, staring at the road ahead. My reflection in the rearview mirror was calm, almost serene. Her sister was out of the picture. My wife was out of the picture. The inheritance? Gone. But none of it mattered. In the end, it wasn't about money, or power, or revenge. It was about taking control, and that I had already done.